Walnuts and welcome to Martha's Gourmet and Organic Kitchen. Today we're going to take a trip to a very foreign country, off the beaten path. I have a friend that I met many years ago from the country of Georgia, the Republic of Georgia, from the city of Tbilisi. And there is a very unique salad that they make, and it's absolutely delicious. I make a little variation because I like to eat even healthier. They do cook the beets, but I prefer them raw because you get a lot more nutritious benefits from eating the beets raw. So these ones are just bought from the farmer's market. They're baby beets, they're delicious and really fresh. So we're gonna make a beet salad. And the beet salad, we make it with walnuts. In the country of Georgia, they eat everything with walnuts. They love walnuts. So I have already grinded some, about 2 cups of walnuts here, and make like a meal out of it. So we're going to put a whole of that, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the beets before I get into the process of shred them with my food processor, which I use to work on my walnuts as well. So I look at the beets, and I buy the whole thing because I can get more benefits, not just from the root but also from the leaves. So there will be a part A recipe and a part B recipe. The part B will be the leaves which I will saute with garlic and olive oil. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to take 1 minute to cut up the beets and shred them, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. So you wonder, why is she wearing gloves? Well, if I didn't wear gloves, I would walk around with red hands, and that's probably one of the reasons that you don't attempt to make this wonderful salad. I have grated the walnuts, and this is maybe about a cup or so. I call the way I measure eye meter, and I'm going to add some vinegar. This is red wine vinegar, and it's aged in wood, naturally fermented and raw. Can get any better than that? Something like that approximately. So I'm wearing the glove for the whole thing because it is messy, not just with the red of the walnut, red of the beets, but also because the walnuts are going to be releasing the oil being massaged with the vinegar. So this is part of the secret of the people from Tbilisi, Georgia. This is actually Tika's secret, my good friend Tika. So once you have massaged this enough that the walnuts almost turn white, then you can start adding the rest of the ingredients. Just finished adding all the herbs, the parsley and the cilantro, and I saved a few here for decoration for later. I also wanted to show you how I store them for a longer time. I put a bunch of herbs in water, and then I keep them in the refrigerator just like that. That will keep them longer than if I put them in a bag and I store them in the refrigerator that way. So with all of this ready, before I toast it, I want to add the beets. I use the small grater of my Cuisinart, and so that gives a nice fine, delicate texture. Remember, this is because it's raw. If you are going to cook the beets, I will use the larger size of the grater because they're a lot more tender. So to this we add this wonderful velvet beets. Look at the beautiful colors already there. I try to remove any big pieces because we want the salad to be very delicate. So you don't have to include those pieces. Okay. Here's another big piece. All right, so this is good enough. I'm going to mix it together. I'm going to do it by hand so I can feel it, and that's why I'm wearing the gloves, because I don't want to get my hands really red. Here's another piece that I don't really need. So what to do with the tops of the beets? Well, here they are. I already cut them up nice and small so they will cook faster. I have some of the leftover of the garlic as well, and I have some chicken broth that I made earlier. So here's some olive oil, always good quality olive oil, and I'm going to saute the garlic. You don't need a lot of it, just a little bit. This is just perfect now, perfect. So I'm going to add a little bit of the broth. And start cooking, simmer slowly. Now I'm going to add the greens. Okay. And you don't have to cook them and eat them on the same day. I mean, ideally, you eat them on the same day because they're fresher. But you can have them ready to go when you have company, or when you can't make up your mind what you want to cook. You have them ready to go. You can also make omelets or make tortillas or anything you want to. See, I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth. And I'm just going to let them simmer slowly. Okay. Put a little salt, just to develop the flavors. Cover and simmer for about 5 minutes. That should be good enough. And then, that's it. Oh, this is just perfect. The liquid totally evaporated, and now I can platter it into this nice bowl and serve it as a side dish. So people get spoiled in my house. No matter what they like, they get it. If they don't like it, they can eat something else, because everything is there always ready for everyone.